Hello everybody and welcome to Parks Bros. It's Drew here and we're back at Magic Mountain for a West Coast Racers update thanks to our great friend Mark. And you can see right here that there are even larger supports showing up on the site as of this past week. So these are honestly the biggest supports we've seen. They're at least the thickest supports that we've seen. And it's quite remarkable, honestly, seeing how many supports are still arriving on site after multiple months of supports showing up weekly. And you can see there are probably a good 3 or 4 pieces in this truckload alone, which is pretty remarkable if you ask me, and each one is individually wrapped, at least until it's pulled out of the truck itself. But seeing supports this big is just quite startling to me, in all honesty. I was not expecting supports to be this big for this ride. I thought we'd already seen the biggest of the big for the ride itself, but I guess not. This looks like it could potentially be used for that spaghetti bowl section with the 2 helixes near the end of the layout, kind of. But here's a look at all the supports, and it looks like they've moved all of the supports into one lot. So you can see just this honest pile and just complete lineup of, honestly, it looks like we're close to 100 supports. I could be completely wrong on that, but it looks like there are so many. It honestly startles me with how many supports are laid out right now. But since they're all now in one lot, it looks like, or at least a majority of these supports are in one lot, we should be seeing the coaster going vertical very soon. I don't get why they wouldn't be putting it vertical, because we've had some footers completely finished for a good couple weeks now. But moving on into the park, you can actually see that there is one thing starting to go vertical, and that is the beginnings of a station building. So this is quite impressive, if you ask me, to be seeing the foundation looking to be poured in for part of the station in the next coming days. You can also see that there will be a transfer track for holding that extra car that will be in maintenance on the side, judging by how those pieces of rebar are put, and will most likely be filled in with concrete in the next couple days or so. So it will look a little different than the animation. It won't just be the station, but it will definitely have a transfer track right next to the station itself. And this will most likely be connecting to the first brake run. But you can see we have even more footage of the station foundation starting to be put in, thanks to Adrian on Instagram. Thank you so much for sending this in, Adrian. It means a lot. But you can also see some rebar being put in for some footers near the back of construction, which is awesome to see as well. But now we'll move on to the final change of this week, and that is the fact that they decorated one of the construction walls. It has kind of the social media platforms for Magic Mountain as well as West Coast Customs. It says "Victory is in your future." The U is back, if you remember the U being gone. There's also this nice picture opportunity, photo op, whatever you want to call it, for West Coast Racers itself, and then some victory flags on the left of that. So it's really cool to see that just showing up on site, because it adds a little bit of flavor and gets people more excited. So hopefully we'll actually see some banners for the ride in the near future around the park to get even more excitement for park guests about this attraction. But thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you have not already. We will have tons of updates for West Coast Racers as well as other parks in Southern California. And a huge thank you to Adrian and Mark for getting us this footage and sending it in. But regardless, thank you so much for watching. And of course, as always, we'll see you on the next ride.